Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your September 30th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. They manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, Ag Risk Advisors offers honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions that help you minimize risk and maximize profitability. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to Ag Risk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Drovers has reported, according to Carl Oreskovich, that is Cody Easterday's lawyer, Tyson Fresh Meats owes Easterday approximately $163 million. An amount almost equal to what Easterday still owes Tyson in restitution. By now, everyone knows who Cody Easterday is, but in case you don't, Cody Easterday is the gentleman out in Washington that defrauded Tyson out of, I believe, over $240 million. He did this through a ghost cattle scheme. Some might call Easterday a legend within the cattle industry for what he did to Tyson. Nonetheless, Oreskovich is claiming Tyson's unpaid debts to Easterday include $100 million for using his name and picture without compensation to sell Cody's beef in Japan. Additionally, Oreskovich alleges that Tyson illegally collected $51 million from Easterday by violating the Packers and Stockyards Act, and the meat giant still owes him almost $12 million in unpaid feed bills. Easterday and Tyson, they entered into a marketing venture with a Japanese company back in 2010 to promote beef from Easterday's Southeast Washington ranching business. Tyson received anywhere from 45,000 to 50,000 head annually from Easterday under the program for at least 7 years, but Easterday was never compensated for Tyson using his name to sell the beef, nor were any of the profits ever shared with Easterday, according to Oreskovich. Oreskovich has asked the judge presiding over the case to postpone a restitution hearing scheduled to be held at the same time as the sentencing. That is October 4th, right around the corner. U.S. attorneys, they did not object to delaying the restitution hearing as long as it doesn't interfere with Easterday reporting to prison, according to court documents. As I reported in recent weeks, the Justice Department has recommended Easterday to a prison term between 10 years and 1 month and 12 years and 7 months. But Oreskovich, he is asking for only 3 years of probation for Easterday, claiming that his career in farming and contributions to the community were ruined by a gambling addiction. So when he refers to this gambling addiction, he is referring to Easterday losing $200 million betting on commodity futures contracts. That's how Easterday got himself in this bad situation. He lost all this money on futures contracts, and he had to get himself out of the hole somehow. So he defrauded Tyson out of a few dollars here and there. But unfortunately, U.S. attorneys responded Monday to the plea for leniency by noting that Easterday's theft exceeded his gambling setbacks. His addiction to gambling provides no basis for stealing almost $45 million more than he lost. Reuters has reported Smithfield Foods has agreed to pay $75 million to settle a lawsuit by consumers who accuse the company and several other meat giants of conspiring to inflate prices in the U.S. pork market. Even though Smithfield has agreed to settle, of course, they are denying all liability. They didn't do a thing wrong. They only settled to avoid the uncertainty, risk, and cost of litigation, according to settlement papers. In previous pork litigation, the meat giant reached settlements of $83 million with so-called direct purchasers such as Maple Vale Farms, and they also paid $42 million to commercial purchasers, which includes restaurants. The meat giant agreed to provide cooperation that the plaintiffs' lawyers claim will strengthen their case against the remaining defendants. And those defendants include Hormel Foods, Tyson Foods, and data provider AgriStats. JBS South America, they were also on this list of defendants, but here a few weeks ago, The Brazilian meat giant agreed to settle and paid $20 million to consumers. That right there, $20 million out of JBS's pocket, is a drop in the bucket. That is nothing. And the same with Smithfield, $75 million, absolutely nothing. It is basically a slap on the wrist for the price fixing and all the other corrupt actions that they take in their business. These fines are absolutely nothing. There's no doubt that they need to be they need to be stout. These fines need to actually make a difference. 75 million here, 20 million here, it doesn't do a darn bit of good. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week they're hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. They do a great job. Here on October 9th and 10th, they're going to be down in Mount Vernon, Texas. If you're in the area, I encourage you to check it out. Or if you just want to check out their schedule, head on over to their website, circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Meeting Place has reported USDA projects that calendar 2022 will wind up clocking a 10% increase in the price of meat, poultry, and fish purchased for at-home consumption. The largest price increase in the category in 43 years. Thankfully, price increases in 2023 are expected to moderate to nearly normal levels, with an increase between 2 to 3% for the year, according to USDA's Economic Research Service. Inflation for all food purchased for the home is expected to land right around 11% for 2022. And if that actually happens, that would be the highest rate of price increases since 1974. And finally, the cattle range has reported as of September 19th, the U.S. Drought Monitor classified more than 18% of the land in the western states as experiencing extreme or exceptional drought. The U.S. Drought Monitor data shows that drought in the western states during the summers of 2021 and 2022 exceeded the intensity of all past droughts in the region since 2000. That is all I have for you guys this morning. That is all I have for you guys this week. I hope everyone had a great week. I will be back on Tuesday. I am traveling down to Texas for a wedding this weekend, so I won't be getting back until late on Sunday. So I won't be here on Monday, but don't you worry, I will be back on Tuesday. You guys have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you later.